And hello everyone, welcome back. BogMod here, playing more of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3. We just finished our prologue, and we're now going to proceed with the main plot. I know, very exciting. Oh, 2 weeks later, alright. 2 weeks. I like how they do the kind of progressing timeline bit. I like that. It really helps. It really adds a good kind of touch helps you get invested. If this is not the right word. I guess it kind of makes it feel more realistic, right? It's a school game. Time passes. People go through educations. It's good. I like it. Well, no, it's not invest. Trying to find the right word to convey what I mean by it, but that's the basic idea. It feels like a lived-in setting. So if it's playing like the first game, I'm gonna run around the school now, talking to everybody. Just literally everybody. So many people. And, Laura, best girlfriend for Reen, in case it ever comes up. Just saying that. Best choice.
Ha! Cha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
I still don't know what that thing on your leg is for.
All set. We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep.
Aww.
Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana.
Aww. Look at that family. I think that's Mishi.
Wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials.
Yeah, they're kind of jerks. The Empire.
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Strike! Not bad. I simply need more experience.
Practice makes perfect, Kurt.
Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath.
He is a war hero.
The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do.
Yeah, again, Reen isn't a master.
I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight.
Also, Reen seems to have lost a lot of power for some reason. I'm unsure why.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
You know what? I didn't like that they had the whole slap thing that they replicated from the first game. But I like that she seems to be getting over the whole incident far faster than Elisa did.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
Which is good. It was a complete, natural accident.
I'm sorry, okay?
Oh!
I'm sorry about before.
Thank you, Yuna. You are much better in my opinion now than Elisa was. So what happened in the first game, just gonna touch on this, why I'm ranting about it. Same thing, right? Except it's, Reen falls down and Elisa is on top of him. Right? So he gets the whole breast thing. And she gets upset at him. And she, holds a grudge over this for, a month. and it's terrible. And like Reen keeps blaming himself, and it's horrible. This is good.
Huh?
It would have been better if she hadn't have gotten angry at if she'd been more understanding in the first place.
No, when I slapped you.
Yeah, good, Yuna. Good, Yuna.
I know it wasn't your fault, and
Thank you. Good, good.
I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
I like you, Yuna.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too. But have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here.
Just your military-industrial complex and your government.
Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize.
I like Yuna. Yeah, good for you.
Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Yeah.
Like me, how?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
I would say yes, but no.
Hey, wanna run that by me again?
It was a bit of a backhanded compliment.
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
I'm liking this little makeup between them. It's good.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
You remember she left the intelligence division on paper.
Sorry, that is confidential.
Possibly classified.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Aww.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
You can be friends between men and women without it being anything romantic. Just putting that out there.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere.
Yeah, Crossbell is a very modern city.
It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Neat.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I like that little history
I
bit.
suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art?
No, it makes sense, actually.
Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
You're at literally the elite. Like, Thor's was like, again, Thor's is like their elite academy. It's where they send the royal family.
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard.
And a lot of people who go to the military academy don't join the military, but they take up administrative roles.
Especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded
Yeah.
by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
Emperor
However, it
Drykles.
seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
Oh?
Ah, yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other 2 classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means Class 7.
Well, well. If it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
Of course. There's got to be somebody who takes issue with the Class 7.
You're...
I think he's in Class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing.
Oh, it's our... Well, again,
Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebone.
his whole look is very Crow.
Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of
A
yours.
little more antagonistic.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob-story country.
You guys invaded their country.
Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner
Oh.
anymore, huh?
Whoa, I'm not liking you now. Yeah, that's a dick move.
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy, but that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further after school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for.
Alright, if you're from Ereboni, you should know about the Vander family.
But the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
It's Replacement Crow, but he's an asshole.
She's from Class 9, Military Finance.
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
You all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you.
Yes, you are.
Well then, see you around.
You definitely were, buddy.
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
What's that blonde guy's problem? I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7.
Yeah, I'm curious to find out his
No,
backstory,
not
too.
Us, exactly, but...
Oh, shoot!
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Run! Use the turbo key!
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best.
They're like... it's still funny to think that Rena's only like 1-2 years
The
older than them.
classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
I wonder why it's more difficult.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus. Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Yeah?
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Those days.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all today.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
I like how he's just quietly watching them be bullied by one of their classmates. Just like, I'll just watch this. That's fine, I'll just watch. I don't need to get involved. Chapter 1, Reunion! First period, math! It's weird Tita doesn't have a proper uniform.
This is the formula.
Oh. Hold on a second. Are these like real math formulas? Hold on a second. Interesting. I'm actually curious, because like obviously sine, cosine, e to the negative k over mt. Vx, vy, xy. Interesting. Over k, the sum of. Interesting. This has the look of some very not high school level math. Okay, G, mass. Well, T is usually time, M is usually mass, G is usually little g though, because you always have big G.
You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
Are we talking about x and y velocities? Possibly? Is it talking about trajectories?
This is known as Gross Domestic Product, or GDP for short. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
That seems to be unrealistic. That is ridiculous growth. Then again, maybe civil war compared to during a civil war.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
Erebonian history, War of the Lions. That's where Emperor Dreichels came to power.
The War of the Lions.
He's wearing his glasses again. Nerd! Ah, Reem, those fake glasses.
Said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
Stupid good instructors!
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot.
Oh, wait. She might have her outfit underneath the jacket looks similar-ish to the girl in the back.
He's so dashing.
Yeah, she reminds me of the princess. All right. And the end of class homeroom. Tired. To be fair, there isn't really I don't think there's really any schooling that comes after this. This is not just high school, but it's also kind of like university. Prepare yourselves for more work down the road. Ah, free days. Everyone loves a free day. How's it different than a normal day off? The normal school days without classes. Ooh, I want to visit Heimdall. Some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. Yeah, to be fair, that wouldn't be very free now, would it? One mandatory task. Join a club. Oh, I remember the clubs. I loved the clubs. Unless you're Reen, in which case you join every club just by helping out everybody. As for herself, as long as we're using the Thor's names, clubs are a must. These two members. Alright. Anyone who doesn't join the club gets on the student council. Interesting. Good reason, yeah. I don't know. You know, she's a famous general, even if she was on the losing side of the Civil War. Think about it after. Alright, if you need advice, feel free to talk to anyone. It's the end of the week. Oh. Panzer Soldat training. Mecha training! Oh! Man, they didn't have mecha training when I was in school. Kids these days. All these extra stuff. Special lessons. Alright. Well, if your special lessons are anything like Green, you're going to be sent around the countryside, meddling and do-gooding. Thwarting terrorists, that sort of thing.
Stand. Bow.
Oh, is Altina in charge? Oh, she's class president? Neat. I like that. Towards the free day. Yeah, that's faculty members as well. Join a briefing at 3 p.m. Special lessons will be held next weekend. Alright, so it's a briefing. Well, it's, you know, good that they're getting lessons about all that sort of stuff. All students and teachers for class 7 through 9 will participate. He's the picture-perfect model of a hard-ass RMP guy. Well, to be fair, I mean, Toa, graduate of a military academy. Reen, graduate of a military academy, part of the Erebonian military. The principal, a general from the Erebonian military. Him, part of the RMP, a military organization. And then Randy, ex-Jaeger, ex-cop, ex-military officer, and now back in the military. It's a very military school. Yeah, they definitely... This isn't just where they're throwing the trash. Also, again, people like the Vander family showing up here. This is... Oh, right. It's, the prince is behind this. I think. Yeah, Randolph, he may play a laid-back guy, but Randy's a hard worker. This, I assume, is going to be where I get to wander the campus. Easy to talk with. He seems to care for students. Oh, yeah, you did. You fought against, Rixia, I think. Well, maybe just be how it's spelled. And Lloyd Bannings. Yep, I remember that. You were all... And they did it so that they could stop the Empire from getting a hold of a whole lot of personal information on all the citizens. Because you just had to put the boot to them, didn't you, Reen? Oh, I do like their friendship, though. It's nice. School's done for the day. Yeah, to be fair, going from student to teacher has to be a bit of a change. Feel for it. Check some of the students. Alright. Principal and other faculty members. Nice. Yep, this is his character tab in my notebook. Control menu. Well, there we go. So we got the gym. Looks like Kurt's there. Apparently I can't just teleport to the roof. Altina's on the roof. Toa's on the second floor. Juna, apparently she's in the cafeteria. Alright. Well, let's start off by going back in here, which is now empty. Fair enough. Alright, we're going to take a little break here. We'll come back soon, and we're going to check out the school. I'm looking forward to this. This will be fun. Yeah. Otherwise, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Share your thoughts and comments down below. I do love to read it. Hit that bell for notifications. And of course, if you feel particularly generous, you can always follow me on Twitter or support me on Patreon. But yeah, back into the rhythm of the school life. See you soon.